hearing matter State versus Eric Croft, CR 49346. Mr. Croft is present in custody. Represented by counsel, Mr. Chauncey, Your Honor. And today is a continuation of the release hearing that we began on 8/19 last week, where the state made some arguments defense stated their position. We also heard from Mr. Jeffries. Your Honor wanted an opportunity to give the victims an opportunity to address the court regarding their being the release of the defendant in this case. And we're here today with Sergeant Wolfon from the East Precinct Court Police Bureau, and before your time here, I'd like to address the court.
All right, thank you. Mr. Fonzie,
Yes, Your Honor. Brad Johnson, SCHNYS 05-76 for Mr. Crown. We're ready to proceed.
all right, thank you, Mr. Crowell. Good afternoon to you, sir. All right, so as was just stated by Mr. Banfield, we did begin this hearing to determine whether and under what circumstances Mr. Crowell can and should be released from custody pending trial in this matter. The state raised the issue that given the nature of the charges, there were identifiable victims and it invoked the right that victims have under our state constitution to be present and to have their positions heard and considered by the judge at all critical stage proceedings. The statute and Constitution specifically mentions that a release hearing is a critical stage hearing. So under the circumstances, I did determine it appropriate to continue this hearing for the purposes of allowing the state to supplement the record that it has already made with some testimony by one or more the alleged victims in this case to advise the court on their position regarding the question of release. So, Mr. Banfield, you will proceed with the presentation.
Yes, Your Honor. Sergeant Wolfon, Steve Wolfon is here from the police, and I don't know if you want him up there or right here. Come over here.
He's not required to testify. It's not something that is sworn. In this particular case, Mr. Wolfon, you are being offered, or you're asserting the right as a victim in this case, or the alleged victim, to, as I said, advise the court of your views regarding the release. The first listed primary release criteria under the prior release statute instructs me as the judge to consider the reasonable protection of the victim or public. And so, as I said, you're here in your capacity as a victim. So on this question of reasonable protection of you and others whom you're here to represent, on this question of release, I'm happy to hear your views.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for letting me speak. So the first thing I want to say is I know that the state has identified me as a victim in this case. And I wanted to say that I'm a victim, but I'm representing numerous victims. Considering the circumstances, I'm representing the rank and file of the East Precinct. Considering the incident and the time that this occurred during shift change, I represent a B shift, a C shift, a D shift, and an incoming E shift. That's the highest number of officers we'll have congregated at a precinct, totaling approximately, and this is just a low number, approximately 40 officers, not counting the command staff that are present at that time. So when I speak, I'm representing at least 40 officers, 40 potential victims, including the command staff. And so as a police officer, 10 years ago when I swore in, we took an oath. It was to protect and serve. And we take that very seriously. When you become a sergeant or a supervisor in the agency, beyond protecting and serving our community, I have a higher calling, and that's to make sure that I'm responsible for the safety of the folks that I supervise. And I will say this, I've seen the police bureau evolve over the last decade into a very open and welcoming police agency. An example I would like to give is currently, it's no secret that there are folks that like to monitor the police. They like to film the police. There's even a group called Film the Police, which is represented here today by Robert West, seated right here with the camera. I have had numerous contacts with folks in this capacity, including himself.
Excuse me, Sergeant. So, sir, are you not a member of the credentialed press?
Yes, I am.
You are?
I have a press pass. It's not on me, but I do have a press pass. And I've been in here filming before,
In this courtroom?
in this courthouse.
In this courtroom? All right. Well,
I was just questioning, it's been a while since I've read the rules on access to film in the courtroom, and maybe it doesn't affect press of this nature, but I thought usually is there just one pool camera for filming in the courtroom at a time?
Yeah,
And there has to be a process of getting approval ahead of the hearing. I just wondered
There's anyone can film if they got permission from the judge to do so.
okay, and, sir, the permission that you received, so to speak, was when I came out,
Mm-hmm.
you caught my eye and I caught yours. You held up what appeared to me to be a still camera.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe it's just, I'm dating myself, but that looked like a still camera. And I thought that you were from a newspaper or a television station. At this point, if you're filming, is that what you're doing with that?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm not gonna permit you to film. We have a camera here that's filming, and if you want to seek access to the film via some pooling arrangement, then you can do that. I'm gonna have you turn it on.
Okay, they don't give us access to unedited film.
I don't think